Hi everybody, welcome back to SharonCullenart. Today I'm going to work on my cover of my sketchbook. My sketchbook isn't done. I'm a little over halfway, I believe, or maybe right close to the halfway mark, pretty close. But anyway, I'm so sick of this dirty cover. It is so dirty. And I get a little sloppy with the paint. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this. I'm going to paint it in gouache, I think. And then I'm going to seal it with wax so that I can enjoy this cover while I'm still working on the sketchbook. So let me turn the camera around and we will get started. Okay, so to start, I can't just go right in with gouache. I probably could, but this is an absorbent canvas. Let me take the sticker off of here. And so I'm thinking, wow, look at the difference in the color. Oh, that's what it's supposed to look like. So I think I'm gonna go ahead first and seal it with some gesso, or maybe some watercolor ground. I think I'll do that, watercolor ground. So let me go grab that. So I've got a couple choices here. I've got clear gesso that I can use that's transparent. I've got a gallon size Liquitex white gesso over there on the floor that I also use. But I think I'm going to try first this cold press ground. It says apply thick or thin. So I'm going to try it. Hopefully I can get it open because my hand, I'm not supposed to use more than 5 pounds of pressure. Oh, shit. Oh. There it goes. Good, it gave. Oh, that was a little too much. This is really thick stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and paint it on kind of thin here. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to do both sides of the book. So let me just get something to protect my tabletop a little bit here. And we will go ahead. Tully, you got to stay back there, kiddo. I've got this acrylic, or this Polar Flow brush that I can use. So I'm going to just use that. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try seeing how thin I can put this on. It is so thick. Such a thick medium. I mean, look at that. So let me get a lot of water here, and we're just going to, probably should have thinned it down in a cup or something. And let me get rid of this ribbon a little bit more. Put it in here. Fold it. There we go. Get rid of it. Okay, well, I've decided to go ahead and use acrylic gouache for the entire cover. So I really didn't need watercolor ground on the canvas. I could have just used gesso. But I decided to go ahead and use acrylic gouache on the entire thing. And actually, it works great on canvas. I just don't enjoy it for a regular gouache painting on paper. But somebody had requested that I use acrylic gouache, and on canvas I really find no problem with it, but I don't think I'll use it on paper at all because I just don't care for it that way. I love to be able to mix the colors. These stayed wet enough on the canvas while I was working that I could go ahead and mix colors and blend and all of that like I needed to, but on paper it just sucks right up and dries right away. I don't think I would buy acrylic gouache to use it for painting an entire painting with again, because for me, I like the ability to blend and mix paint, or even mix with what has dried underneath. And once you learn how to paint with gouache, that is really not an issue in preventing that from happening. There are ways around it. But for the acrylic gouache, the only thing I can see using it for in the future would be for underpaintings. And the only difference that I could find anywhere regarding acrylic gouache versus regular acrylic paint is that acrylic paint tends to dry with a glossy finish, and acrylic gouache does not. It dries with a matte finish, and it allows regular gouache to stick to it, and mixed media to stick to it if you wanted to use colored pencils or stuff like that. Now, acrylic gouache doesn't allow that to adhere as easily. It can be done, but it's not as easy. So the other issue is that acrylic gouache costs a lot more than acrylic paint. And my thought on that is that people will spend a certain amount on watercolor and regular gouache paint in small tubes. So they put acrylic gouache in small tubes and then charge a lot of money. I don't see any other reason for that. So I don't know about using acrylic as an underpainting, though, for a regular gouache painting. I think if you were to do that, it may not adhere well. So if I were going to use acrylic in an underpainting, it would be acrylic gouache, but that would be my only reason for using it. Or for using it on canvas like this. I really enjoyed using it on canvas. So I would use it for this. And now I think I'm done blathering on, so you can just sit back and enjoy the rest of the video. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And hit the like button below if you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment for me. Okay, so that is just about it for this video. I'm just putting some finishing touches on, and apparently I'm off frame again, of course, because that's per usual for me. But that's it. So I just had to keep putting grasses and plants on and layering and layering and layering, and that's why it took so much time. But remember, everybody, be courageous, paint with wild abandon, and most of all, be kind to each other. I will see you soon, and God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.